As the entry of performance car has moved up market, we're left behind with limited options. Honda is at a point in the lineup where there isn't a middle ground performance car. The Civic Si no longer can fill the desire of buyers who want something a little more, while still sticking to a Honda. The price gap between the Si and the Type R will trend to a larger gap in the years. It makes me wonder if Honda could just put an R behind that Si. The current 2025 Honda Civic Si breathes with the L15 CA, making 200 horsepower and 190 foot-pound of torque. Honda is generous in their claims. Dyno measures have shown numbers pushing the power ratings upward to 220 some horsepower at the crank. These numbers are impressive compared to older generations, but not enough for the fans who long for something with a little more punch. In today's market, the Civic Si starts above 30,000 MSRP. Honda dealerships can mark up the car upwards of $34,000. Why does the dollar matter? Look at the other cars in that price range. Competitors like the Elantra and the Golf GTI and the WRX has been pushing the envelope of entry performance cars into their brand. The mistake we all make is that we decide to compare the Honda Civic Si to all the other cars. The honest truth is, the Honda Civic Si never was meant to compete with those cars. It has remained at the starting point at which it will never leave, the forever 200 horsepower club. Whether Honda is competing with other manufacturers or not, the car they roll out into the market becomes a free-for-all. It's human nature to look for the best of the best. It is also in our nature to root for the underdogs that we care about. Has Honda heard their buyer's remorse with the Civic Si? The future of the Honda Civic Si could vanish in the next generation, but what could keep it around? It's no doubt that hybrid technology is the answer. Even the new Honda Prelude that is returning will pioneer the hybrid powertrain. It might be out of left field for Honda to slap an Si badge onto the Civic Hybrid and call it a day. The Civic should not be a Prelude. Honda has to see that their buyer demographic has grown, and the Si trim no longer fills that desire. Honda will lose the Civic Si if they don't add an R to the end. Yes, the North American market needs a Civic SIR. Honda still has the K20 engine series in production, so it's possible. A detuned K20 that makes a sub 250 horsepower. Wouldn't that be interesting? Another selling point is that the K20 runs variants with manual transmissions and automatic transmissions. There will be buyers of one of the two options. A Civic SIR that runs between the huge price gap of the Si and the Type R sounds like a breadwinner to me. Maybe $37,000? One can argue that putting such an engine in this Civic will eat into the market of Acura with their TLX and Integra. I think it's not going to, as long as Acura keeps their standard of luxury. They can also keep the super handling all-wheel drive system to themselves. A Civic is supposed to be front-wheel drive. Maybe an Integra GSR can make a comeback if the Civic SIR was a thing. What would happen to the Civic Si? I think it will stay where it has always been. The entry of sporty cars. We can't have an Si line or an Si Light. Bring back the normal nomenclature that is the legacy of Honda, the R at the end. The letter that signifies what Honda performance is all about.